So this is why I wanted to ask you guys. This is the major philosophical question here.
Yeah.
In this movie, the MacGuffin, the totem of the movie is this sports almanac that Sal helpfully brought. You guys are two of the biggest gamblers I know.
Yeah.
Is there any part of this that's like knowing the results takes away some of the fun? Like, would it take away the juice to just win every bet because you knew the results? Isn't the whole point to kind of trust your intuition, your like reams of research and thinking about all the different permutations? You want the answer. You want to cheat the test.
Well, I know Sal's answer because in round one, he stumbled on bet both teams minus 9.5, and he was winning like 80% of them. And I think he just would do it for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
you just want to win bets.
I've seen enough games and permutations of games that I'm good with this. But what's your answer for real?
Well, my short answer is not all the results are in the book. So you could still gamble on some other stuff. You could just build the nest egg with the ones you know are right to bet on the stuff that you don't know. So you could still get your Jones on that. I was going to do this later and probably in Answerables, but we can do it now. How many games would you have to throw to keep people off the scent? What's the exact percentage you would want to? Would you want to be like 75%? What before people get suspicious or think you're like a fucking person from the future, or literally, or you're practicing voodoo or something. What's
that's
a normal
the
number?
other gamble.
70%?
Right. So first of all, I don't know that I would benefit from this book.
Okay.
Like as a freshman in college, I had the answers to an American history exam. It was 200 true false, and I got a C-. So I don't know. And also like Bill says, you have to be careful, otherwise the casinos will shut you down. Like if you have this, who do you tell? Do you tell the two of us? I would probably tell my idiot friend Harry, and they're like, Caesars
right. And
would
then
have
Harry
I couldn't get in
drinks,
the door.
Then he tells somebody.
I couldn't bet anyone. And then, Chris, to your point, then it's the worst. Then you don't want it all because now you know the results of all the games, and you can't.
It takes
benefit.
away. Wouldn't it ruin sports?
Right. You just get into like movies from the 1950s.
It's Pacers Knicks game 3, and you're like, who cares? I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you have to handle it really carefully, put a lot of thought. So he wins all the money in the races in 1958. And then from that point on, I think he's just picking his spots and trying to go like 17 for 20 every 20 bets, but big bets. Like I'm going to bet the Dodgers to win the World Series in, 1966, whatever it is. And did they win in 1966? That analogy might not have worked. Or I'll bet the Cardinals in 1967. They beat the Red Sox. Right. I know the result of that year. And you win that, and it's like, oh, wow, he did it again. He really likes Bob Gibson.
Right.
He really
and we're giving him
progressive.
He knew McCarver would really settle the pitching staff down.
Yeah.
And the movie gives him a lot of credit for being able to thread this needle that we're talking about, how we might not be able to. First of all, he strikes it big when he's 21. So he has his mitts on this thing for 3 years.
Yes.
This guy doesn't follow any rule in society, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to be cool. I'm not going to bet before I'm 21. And he does it and he pulls it off. And that's where he becomes a millionaire at the horse races and stuff.
Well, and then how did he bet? So the horse racing's probably the easiest, but he'd had to do like some 20 to 30 to 1 parlay.
Yeah, triple
type thing.
Did they have those back
Save
in the 50s?
$1,000.
Not a lot. I guess.
For big races, they did.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was interesting that it's the horse race he wins in the first. I have a lot of the gambling questions coming up, but like the way that he does it, you're right. He would have to kind of throw a couple.
Yeah.
Or only bet like once a year. I'm coming in and I'm betting the Super Bowl and I'm betting the World Series and I'm betting the Kentucky Derby to just make it be like, this guy's just touched. He really knows what he's doing. Who knows?
Not that many places to make those bets though.
Right.
Vegas is very early Vegas. Where else? Does Atlantic City even have
No, you're
sports
right.
gaming like
That's
that?
the thing is he's working with
So he's got to do the
then.
mafia, and the mafia just kills him after a while. The mafia is like, this guy's won 10 straight bets. We owe him $5 million. Kill him tonight.
I think so. Yeah, like Binion's, he's in with Benny Binion, and that's it. Like I don't know how else he does it. But on the other hand, the intel isn't as good as like a FanDuel has it now, where they can be like, hey, keep an eye on this guy after his first. So maybe he could,
like what they did to Raheem.
That's it.
They just sniffed out Raheem and then a couple football
Raheem's
bets.
in Back to the Future 4.
You tripped the Jonte Porter flag.
It's Raheem. There's just people following him. Yeah, he dies probably by 1964.
Right.
He probably bets on Cassius Clay to beat Sonny Liston, wins that one, and the mafia's like, take this dude out.
Yeah,
I never want to see this dude again. Put a bullet in his head.
Yeah.
Might have bet on the election with JFK. Is that in the book? Maybe not, actually.
No, it's a sports almanac. That's the thing. It's like there would be so much you'd want to know outside of like the Cubs winning.
Well, the other unanswerable with this, we're jumping ahead because this is a good category, the nitpicks. But like, how did this is 50 years of stuff fitting in this magazine, basically.
Yeah.
Because even when you see the magazine, so you have, like it says, like football scores. I just don't feel like you'll have all the week-to-week stuff.
No
so
way.
Maybe that would be to answer your question from earlier. How would he have fun betting on this stuff? There's probably weeks from football and basketball as he's going along where he doesn't know what happened.
Yeah.
College basketball, baseball, maybe hockey wasn't even in there.
Right. And they had him, I think the original thought was they make it like 500 pages or at least thicker, right? So it looks plausible, but it has to fit in and out of everybody's jacket,
jacket
and on the windshield.
Biff's got to be as careless as possible with it at all times to drive it.